I ain't know me to be that corny though. That's
you were like, if
Matter of fact,
if I could, it felt like an air that night.
For real?
What? You sat across from me and I was like, I can't remember the joke, but I remember thinking, this is not funny. And you were like, ha ha, tap me on back. I said, oh, I'm ready to go. I promise.
What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton the Sun, Mr. Booger the All here with another episode of Funky Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, I promise, I really do promise to give good content for the masses. But most of all, I just promise to keep it funky. Now, I'm letting y'all know, just since we keeping it funky, shout out to the real ones out there. You know what I'm saying? My dog, Richie Rich, super editor on our show, a producer, a man of many trades, a fashionista, my guy, told me that I had a slit in my pants. But not to prolong it, we're gonna keep it funky, huh? We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Because our next guest knows a thing or two about fashion, but knows more about hip hop, but knows more about entrepreneurship, knows more about, you know what I'm saying, making headways and being relevant, not just her, but her family as well. This is gonna be one of them ones. I really feel it. I really gonna enjoy this one and understand that she's a reality TV star, an entrepreneur, musical artist, sister, daughter, and niece of hip hop royalty. Most importantly, she's a mommy. I present to some and introduce to others, Miss Angela Simmons.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
So I'm gonna try to keep my legs closed.
So we can't see the slit, the little hole. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How we doing? You all right?
I'm good.
Now, can we settle something?
Okay, what are we settling?
Did we ever date? Sometimes your brain is ready, but your body just don't get the memo. And let's be honest, that's way more common than people really would admit. And that right there is where Rose Sparks comes in. I'm not a Rose Sparks user myself, but here's what they are designed to do. After Rose Sparks dissolves under your tongue, it typically gets you, let's say, ready in about 15 minutes on average. Why, you might ask? It's because it enters the bloodstream faster than traditional pills, which can take an hour or more. Rose Sparks gives guys thicker, fuller erection. And that's one of the many reasons why Spark users report that their partners are more satisfied. And here's the kicker. It can last up to 36 hours, which means more sessions and less stress. Confidence changes everything, brothers. Rose Sparks connects guys with medical providers that's 100% online. And if approved, treatment ships directly to your front door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients gets $15 off their first order of Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with the provider at ro.co/funky to find out if Rose Sparks is right for you. That's ro.co/funky for $15 off your first order. Sparks is a compounded drug product. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, and manufacturing review. For full safety information, go to ro.co/safety-info.
We did not date. I wouldn't say the word date.
Well, what would you say?
We went out on a date.
A lot of people speculate that we had a thing. Can we clear this up for once and for all?
We hung out that night.
No, explain. No.
Should I give the story or what you want?
You have to.
But I'm gonna be honest. You want them to hear the truth because, like, I remember how I felt that night when we hung out.
Talk to me.
Cool. So we hung out in New York. Took a taxi. I think we took a taxi to a diner called the New York Hotel
This was
Diner.
before Uber.
Before Uber. We were in a straight taxi.
That's how long ago it was.
Correct.
This was 2011.
I was staying at the London Hotel, New York.
We ain't need nothing to London.
Yeah. We went to this diner. We sat down and talked. This is the first time I met you.
Yeah.
A mutual friend connected us. And
do we share the mutual friend?
You knew them. I think you knew them. That's how we got connected.
Okay, keep going.
You don't remember Corey?
Corey.
Yeah, so he connected us.
Corey Gamble.
Yes.
Good people.
He connected us. We sat down, we talked. You, the whole time, were making jokes and laughing at your own jokes. You don't remember this?
No.
Oh my God. So let's get into this.
Talk to me.
So you sat across from me.
Okay.
And I didn't know what to expect. And you're making jokes that I thought were just not funny. And you were doing this, patting yourself on the back and laughing.
Me?
Do you remember this? Yeah, you.
Are you serious?
You were I was ready to go. So we take the taxi back. And when we take the taxi back, that's when you decided to be like nicer. And then I was about to be like, all right, bet, bye. But we sat outside the hotel and we talked for a while and I got to know you. That's when I got to know you and you were like super nice there. But that was kind of the end of our dating era if somebody wanted to know. We didn't actually date. We met and then we see each other here and there. Is your story different?
I don't remember none of that.
What? I have a great memory.
I bet you do. See, I got hit, been in the blue tent a couple times. You know, it's a little cloudy up there.
Okay, well, I have a great memory.
I remember I had a lot on my mind, though.
You see, you were in a space I wouldn't even known.
That was the night before I got drafted.
I remember. Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of imagine, me having I didn't know where I was going.
You didn't know nothing, yeah.
I may have had an out-of-body experience.
Could have been.
You know, in the court of law, that's
a real thing.
A real thing.
I didn't know that.
I ain't know me to be that corny though. That's
you were if
matter of fact,
it felt like an arrogant asshole that night.
For real?
What? You sat across from me and I was like, I can't remember the joke, but I remember thinking this is not funny, and you were like, ha ha, tap me on back. I said, oh, I'm ready to go. I promise. That was and then we patched it up. We were good after that though. I'm telling you, when we sat down and I got to know more about you, I was like, all right, dope person. But at first, I was ready to hit it. Yeah, that was totally what happened.
So I was in the girl group chat girl.
Yeah, I said, And I think we were gonna meet up the next day to do lunch, and then I don't know what happened. That's when them pictures came out, and you see me coming out, you another way. I think that was the next day. But that was it.
I thought that was all the same day.
No, 2 different days. One was an evening thing, next day was the next day.
But understand, I literally remember us going to a random diner.
The New Yorker diner at the New York Hotel.
That's not...
New Yorker Hotel.
It wasn't random?
I used to actually dorm there, so it wasn't random for me, so I think I picked it.
Okay, so...
And it was late, that's why we went to a diner, I'm assuming.
For sure. But nothing came from it.
No, not at all, to be fair.
That's just...
We can squash it, it's done.
There was no DNA transfer.
Nothing.
It was yo, I appreciate this experience. As a matter of fact, you kind of put me on because I didn't know anything about New York. I had been there previously because that was the Heisman, but I didn't get to experience it. Mm-hmm. I didn't really get to experience it there either but yeah. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
We put it to bed.
End show. But now, before we kind of get into a lot of things, you have new music out.
Yes.
Or that's coming out.
Correct.
Talk to us about it.
So it comes out Friday. It's called Run To, and it's a song with Jadakiss. There is another artist. Her name is Risa. She's on the track as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in love with music, and I went into the studio, and I started creating. This was one of my babies that I created.
So the people gonna hear you sing?
I'm not singing. It's more spoken word.
Wow.
Yeah.
So to the person who knows and followed your career, why now?
Well, why not now? You know what I mean? I think for me, it's there was no timing on this. This was not I waited and said, at this age, I'm gonna put music out. It was kind of where I was led to, I think, and that's what I ran to, right? It's funny with the words, but something that I think helps me in life is music, and it heals me, it helps me, it makes me have a great time in life. It's a lot of things. And so I find therapy in going to the studio and being in the booth and actually being able to be creative and to just speak from wherever I'm at that time.
So having a name like a Simmons in music as a whole, I think it's important that people understand the lineage of Run DMC.
Absolutely.
Right? Like that is like hip hop royalty. That is the Mount Rushmore of like, you can't mention none of what we see today without going back and retracting way before, you know, Tupac and Biggie and Jay-Z and Kendrick and Drake and all those. Like, it was obviously, you know, the forefathers.
Right.
Why did you choose Jadakiss?
First of all, Jadakiss is like one of the best rappers, and he's from New York.
Okay.
I'm from New York. And I just, when I listened through to the song, I could hear him on it before he was on it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And when I sat down with Hitmaker, because originally the song's produced by Cortez Ellis as well, and then I got with Hitmaker and we talked about it and hit Jada, and then Jada jumped on the track.
As you're discovering, you know, music,
Yes.
and you have this own journey of your own specific way, for the people who may not have heard the song yet by the time this interview comes out, what kind of song is it? Is it a love song, redemption? Is it a club banger? Is it a TikTok, you know, trendy song?
It's an uplifting song, and it's a song that you can listen to anywhere. Kids, anyone can listen to it.
Wow.
So it's absolutely no cursing, and it's super motivational. Like, it's something that'll motivate you. It's something that just helps you really like look at yourself. Like, what am I doing? What am I running from? What am I not saying? You know, what am I not doing to heal? Because I'm really big on like constant healing. I believe like healing is something that is always happening. So
Right.
I would say something uplifting, something you can get in your car to and open the windows and just like feel good about.
So now this is something that I had to ask for help for because, you know, we have very strong, smart, cerebral, Black women working alongside of me at Funky Friday. And with that being said, this is Women's History Month,
Yes.
or Woman Appreciation Month. I would like to tell you that you are appreciated in all
you.
women that sees this. She told me that there's a real thing as far as Last Tech music. Would you consider this song a Last Tech song?
I feel like it really is more in the inspirational category.
Okay.
Right? More spoken word, I would say, poetic. I would say that's where I think it would go.
Where did that term come from,
Where? What?
Last Tech?
I don't know, actually.
It's from when I asked her, it was one of those things. I've experienced a salon, having long hair.
Yeah.
I realized there's not a lot of places that you can go to wash your hair outside of a hair salon. In our culture, in our community, it's ran by Black women, as you
Absolutely.
would expect. I saw a world that didn't know, or I didn't know was extremely interesting. The transformations that I saw, that's one. The conversations that I also witnessed. And just understanding how women think was something that, like, it should be a reality TV show.
The hair salons?
What?
Oh yeah, that's the place that we get to sit there and like, you know, open up, talk to your hairdresser, what's going on, dude pissing you off, whatever's going on. Like, your hairstylist is really like your, like, that's a very important relationship.
When was the last time you've been to a hair salon?
It's a good question because they do come to me. Geez, it might have been a while because they come to me.
Have you ever been to it?
Of course, I grew up going to them, but like I think as I've gotten like busier and stuff, like a lot, like my hairstylists come to me. But I do enjoy hair salon environments. I will say that.
I would be remiss if I didn't ask this question. No disrespect, by no stretch of the imagination. Why didn't you have Yo Gotti be a feature, or was that even a thought while you guys were dating?
I don't think it made sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that they're two different worlds, and it didn't like. He's doing what he does, and then it just.
Was this a recent thing after the dynamic, or was it something that you've been working on for so long? When someone hear like, yo, Angela Simmons and music, and why not that kind of connectivity, or it happened?
Well, he knew about it. Like, I've been working on it for some time, like 2 years plus, and we were with each other for quite some time. So he knew about it. Yeah, I mean, there was no reason. It didn't make sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do my work, and I think when you have a significant other, you come home, you talk to them, you talk about what you're doing, they give you their input or whatever, but it didn't resonate.
How was the reception of it? Did you send it to Pops? Did family members? Like, what was that like?
Absolutely. After I did it, obviously the closest people to me, I'm going to send it to them. What do they think? Send it to my dad. My dad, of course, he thinks it's great. He loves this single particularly. I am working on a project, so that will be like later. But my dad loved it. Loves it. He loves Jadakiss. He respects Jadakiss. He likes it. I did talk to multiple people though around me about it and let them hear it because I go with what I want to do, but I also respect the people around me. So. Did
you feel pressure?
To do what?
To make music.
No. This is like, I do things because I like passion.
Okay.
I think it's important to do things out of passion, not because you have to. I mean, obviously everybody has to do something, but music was far from me thinking, let me go do this. Mm-hmm. Like that just happened. I was like, I'm gonna go to the studio. And then I just kept going back.
So it's one of those things too, like, I even have to have a conversation, with my children as they play in their sports because it's an unfair reality that they live in. Oh, that's Cam's son. Oh, does he play quarterback? Is he good?
Ain't that something?
Like for you, it's an unfair expectation for like, people are gonna judge you on a standard where it's like, okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would have been a reason for me not to do music at first. Wow. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like years ago, like let's say when I was thinking, like 10, 11, 12, when you start thinking about your career, which I started thinking early, I didn't want to go down the music route because of the greatness I come from and of it's predictable. Your kids are going to do music because you do music. And I was just like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go develop my voice. I'm not going to do any of those things, so I never jumped into it.
Let me ask you this, because, it was a rather interesting, is it cigar getting to you?
No, I'm fine.
What's the biggest misconception about Angela Simmons?
That's an often asked question. And I would just say the biggest misconception is always people want Angela Simmons to be a certain way because of where she comes from. Okay. Or they don't know all of the layers of me. So when they see things, they're like, oh, she's forcing it. Oh, it's extra. Oh, that, like, like that's not her. She's trying to be sexy. That's a perception. I'm sorry that you think that, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm chilling. Yeah. Like, if you think I'm sexy, that's on you. But like, I'm not trying to exude that. I'm just being myself.
Yeah.
So based off of, them thinking I should behave a certain way or in a young woman matter, not in a woman matter, it's like, I'm a grown woman. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm gonna do what I want, but I just think people always put me in this box, when it comes to clothing or how I wear or even how I talk. It's like, why do people have opinions on each and every little thing about me?
Yeah.
If I don't fall into the box that they've like made for me.
Because if I may.
Oh, sure.
It's one of those things that we seen, not a lot of people we had the opportunity to see grow up right in front of our eyes.
Absolutely, right.
Right? As I was telling you and your team, it's like part of my childhood, not childhood, it was like right when I was in like high school or middle school-ish.
Yeah.
Like you were, or your family was the Huxtables
right.
in real life.
Yeah.
That we saw as like, okay, they got it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Pops was texting on, what was that, a BlackBerry?
Back then, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like he had a lot of motion going on.
For sure.
Even, having the Rolls Royces in the intro, like, it just exuded, like, wealth. And from the Black story, we weren't used to seeing that. Being on on a national syndicated kind of platform of MTV, like, that was one of those things that, you made it.
Absolutely.
Did you feel pressure with growing up or trying to, live regular, or what was that experience like?
So what I always tell people is no, because my parents never made us feel pressure to do anything. We did not have to be on the show. My dad was like, hey, we're gonna start filming a show. Do you wanna do it? I was about to graduate from high school and I had just got accepted to Syracuse and I was deciding if I wanted to go to Syracuse or to FIT or like what I was gonna do. And if I went to Syracuse, I couldn't film. So but he was like, whatever you guys want, no pressure. We're gonna film a show here. Whoever wants to do it, don't, right? So that already was never pressure. And when it comes to our career, we never had pressure on like what we can't do. They were like, whatever you wanna do. And so, no, I don't feel like we had that pressure. And we grew up very like grounded. My mother is a school teacher. She just like retired. So like we grew up in two homes. I have a mom, I have a dad, I have a stepmom, a stepdad. Like, so I always grew up in multiple homes and very grounded. Like where it kept it, where I had two different things going on at once. Like, you come home to your dad's house, you go back to your mom's house. And it was always like, it just made me more grounded, I feel
Can you help me out on this?
Yeah.
Because, I ask my children, what is the dynamic like? And you always, as a parent or as the adult,
Right.
you want to make sure you check in, tap in. It's like, yo, everything okay? You don't want to be intrusive as the parent that's always like, what y'all did this weekend? Who was all over there? What did y'all do? Did I ask y'all? What did y'all do? Oh, okay. How much was, like...
Yeah, you don't overdo it.
Going through that dynamic, and if you could counsel me going through a similar situation where we have co-parenting relationships, and our relationship is rather interesting and healthy one.
Right.
But from the child to go through it, how can you advise parents that's also living in that right now?
I think any children that experience parents divorcing need a little bit more coaching and help when it comes to that, right? Because you have to digest that as a kid, right? Like, how do you, once you get into the motion and you see like your parents are in a good, healthy space and you guys are like, like doing the right thing as far as like the back and forth, like, then I think the kids are fine, right? Because you're like, okay, I go home to one healthy household, I go back to another healthy household. But I think my dad did a great job at it. My mom, like, they let it be. Whatever was going on at that house, going at that house. Whatever's going on over here is going on over here. And when they needed to talk, they talk. You know what I mean? Like, it was never anything weird. So we didn't have to really experience that. But I think just as a kid that had two homes, you always have more than one ear, which is great. So being able to just be that listening ear, if they had something to say. But my households were relatively both healthy.
At what age did you meet your stepmother, if you don't mind me asking?
Pretty much after they split. Once my parents divorced, it had to be right after, because I was pretty young, so I can't even fully remember the age. It had to be like 6. It was young.
Was there a measure of resentment?
No, we loved our stepmom. She was so nice, and like, we call her mom. We don't even call her stepmom.
Yeah.
And we loved her because she was like loving to us. She is loving to us.
Right.
She was like another mom to us.
So even with that, I see the value because of my household.
Yeah.
And I just recently had a guest on that spoke about, I couldn't talk to a person that have children because one of the kids or a kid is not going to like me. Well, that's kind of like my reality.
Right.
And I see how Jazz, plays the role of the bonus children.
Yeah.
Right? In no way, shape, form, she has a great relationship with Lorena, Kia. There's a respect there where it's like, I'm not trying to be their biological mother. I'm trying to be a motherly figure in their lives. And I think once you get that understanding from the two, and vice versa, there's a respect from all parents that has to be in place, because you may think you're impacting the adult here, but you're really impacting the child.
Absolutely.
Because they are empaths to the reality, like, okay, mommy don't like her.
And that's not good. That's when it gets weird, because the child's gonna always wanna make sure mom's good. You know what I mean? So, but I think when the child isn't understanding that, it's cool. Like, it's like not being insecure as a mom. As long as you feel like the other mother is like treating your child the way you would treat your child, then it should be okay, right? Everything's good over there. Treat when my child comes home, they're happy, they're in a good space. And you can always tell by, I think, a child's behavior.
Yeah.
When they come back from another place, you're like, oh, you ain't in a good mood. What happened over there? You know what I mean? Or if you come back, okay, so what happened? You had a good time and they're bubbly and happy, then you know it's like a healthy household they're coming back from.
Right. So going back to reality TV, your son, Sutton.
Yes.
Right? Would you, knowing what you know now, would you allow Sutton to be a part of a reality TV opportunity?
I would say I don't prefer it. I don't want him to have to grow up a childhood star. You know what I mean? I think naturally people will see him and he has his own ambitions and ideas, and I will always support them. But it comes with so much, emotionally being in the spotlight. So at the age he's at right now, I don't know. I think it's better. Like, I was 17, so I feel like I was able to kind of have a good grasp and understand a bit more about life at that point. But I feel like, would I like him to do that? Not necessarily. I want him to do whatever he wants, but I don't think that the emotional maturity is there so young sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard because then you grow up in front of everyone, so they see you as one little small guy, and then boom, you're this big tall guy. Voice changes, you become two different people. So it's a lot of scrutiny, and it's stuff that I prefer to protect him from. But again, I'm not against whatever he wants to do. Like if he's like, well, I'm like, I really want. I'm not. Let's figure it out. Let's do it.
What we saw on camera.
Yeah.
What could you share with us about the real kind of experience in real time from you and what you've experienced? Like, I know being on a TV show or a TV series, one of the things that I took away was you have these long days that they got to extract 38 minutes from.
Yeah.
And that's all you get. And I don't know what your experience was like, but what was the best thing about being on reality TV?
I think the best thing about being on a television show is to be able to, for me, like when I do things publicly, is to be able to use my platform to inspire and to like be able to do for other people. And that's always just been my nature of my heart and like who I am. So that's the best thing. Like, cause I always say some of the best things I've ever done are with like young women and being able to impact. So if there's someone with an issue that I can directly help because I had a platform or have a platform, that's what matters to me.
Yeah.
The rest of it is like, fame. I get like it can be empty if you don't have a full life. And so for me, like, those are the reasons I'm like, I love that. We impacted other families, or we brought other families together, or seeing my sister and I's dynamic, maybe brought two sisters back together, or like those type of things fulfill me.
Now, the worst part about reality TV.
Everybody's eyes on you all the time. You can't do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if you're to do one thing wrong, everyone's on you. And you're like, I didn't even mean it like that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not one to even like discuss or like talk about what people say, because I don't normally like care. But as a young like child growing up, at some point, if you have insecurities and they're prying at it, which I dealt with, you know, like people in the public, because I would be at the beach a lot in Miami, and people would be talking about, oh, she looks fat, she looks too skinny, now you're this, you're that, you know, so that mess with you mentally. So I think the worst part is having the eyeballs and the criticism. You know, nobody wants to deal with that. If you're not mentally strong, it'll break you.
Yeah. Now, you know, as we live in this day and age of, you know, TV popping, it can become, you know, a strain. And we've seen horror stories from child actors to reality TV stars to so many different things about that. For the record, though, your father, Rev Run, right? He's a real reverend. Does he preach?
Well, he preaches to me all the time. He does.
And that whole Rev thing, because you got people who use, what is it? Like church prefixes. For one example, me being from Atlanta, we had a rapper by the name of Pastor Troy. And
got it.
he was far from a pastor.
Yeah, I think that was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that dynamic? I asked that because did you go to church? Were you raised in a church?
What did I? Yeah. 3 days a week. When my dad went and got ordained as a reverend, 3 days a week. Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. All day. The church I was in, all day. To midnight, falling asleep in there. Church girl down, like in church. So
what denomination?
Non-denominational.
Wow.
Yeah. So all day.
Did you ever catch the Holy Ghost?
Sure, you always in there. Like you're gonna catch the spirit. I mean, like you're around it. Yeah.
So
but there's a lot of teaching and preaching and hearing. And like, honestly, I'm happy. I feel like the ages that we were in church helped shape us, right? Because you're around the right thing and you're hearing the right stuff. And those are the most important like ages. Because that's what's shaping you. That's what's gonna help you become the right type of adult. Although my sister was in college at the time, so she would be dipping off. She went to St. John's. And so I used to be jealous because she'd be leaving me in church. She had her car and I'd be like, oh, guess I'll be here. Yeah.
My father's a preacher too.
Oh, so you did the long days in church.
Yeah. But I went to Wednesday night Bible study. So you said Tuesday, Friday?
Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. I remember it because it was all the time. Sometimes New Year's in church all the way through.
Yeah, Hallelujah night.
Yeah.
Hallelujah
all
night.
night.
Yeah, you got Easters. That's when
We were at
that's
Reverend
when the
Ike's
sinful
church.
folks,
We were everywhere. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as an adult, have you made a journey in the Bible?
I feel like I can do better. I do read the Bible. I make my son read the Bible.
Yeah.
But I always feel like there's more to learn, right? Like I think there's so many ways to study the Bible and so many ways to view it. But yeah, I mean, I grew up around it. I'm in it. I make my son read it, that Bible app. Like we pray all the time. I'm more like, I'm very prayer driven and spiritual, and that's how I live my
One of
life.
those things too, growing up in church, that I found myself feeling. I had a sense of resentment, or I felt guilty.
Really?
Not knowing, like, the Bible. Like, stories like Adam and Eve.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You mean like knowing the
Goliath.
Bible inside out.
Yeah.
And,
it's not even inside out. It's one of those, it's like, what was the true intentions behind it? Because as an adult,
Right.
and I spoke to my father and my mother about this. It's like, we learn the Bible on other people's definition.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that they're wrong.
But it's also their definition.
It's also how they receive the message to be. I would challenge anybody. As an adult, I did take that path for quite some time. I need to, kind of revert back because I done swayed away.
Where'd you sway to?
We swayed.
You swayed.
You know what it was? And I ain't blaming nothing. I blame COVID.
What did COVID,
I got
COVID got to do
ADD.
with you? So during COVID,
Bible study. I really look forward to Bible study.
you wouldn't go in person?
I went to Bible study because
that happened to me too, yeah.
That was an opportunity for me to ask questions.
Yeah, I get what you're
Like
saying.
when you go to church on Sundays, you can't really say, "Oh, Pastor." The only thing
What'd you
you
mean
probably
by-
ask
yeah.
is,
Oh.
like, what chapter you say you was in? That's the only thing you
Yeah,
can
that's
ask.
true.
You can't say like, but what was Delilah talking about?
Yeah, you can't break it down.
Yeah, but
Bible study does help.
You could. Now, when COVID hit, I blame COVID, it went to virtual. I got ADD.
I got to be at you in person, right?
Yeah,
You're an in-person
yeah,
learner.
We couldn't have this interview on FaceTime.
No, I couldn't do that either.
Yeah, it would be tragic. So
Not it would be tragic.
it would. Like, I would be drifting. I'll be patting myself on the back.
You sure was
and-
patting yourself.
No, I cannot believe that.
I couldn't believe it. I've never seen it. That in the history, never. By the way,
We gotta flesh that
I
out.
wish I had like a video of it.
We
'cause,
gotta
like
flesh that
it
out.
stays in my. Cause you was sitting across from me.
And you know what
like
bothers
real.
me the most is that here we are. What was that?
Woo!
16 years ago?
That's Google. We could definitely Google it, but yeah.
No,
it was,
It was 16 years, and you remember.
Oh, because it impacted me. I told you, like I was sitting there, like
How many times you told that story to people?
I don't know.
That nigga, look, Cam, look. Mr. Pat on the back, look. Y'all know the girls gonna always give you a nickname. They go pat on
Did I
back.
tell you that?
Did you know that? No way!
It's in the past.
We got a request, girl. Who? Pat on her back.
Not that was his name.
Cornball. Look, no, don't.
No. It just was. Hey, like I really was sitting there, like what? I've never went out with a man that laughed at his own jokes and patted himself and just looked at me. And it was. I think you only did it as a defense mechanism because I didn't think whatever you were saying was funny, and I was just like, And then you did that. So maybe it was just like a defense mechanism at the time. It's okay. We're past it. We're grown. 16 years later, we got kids, all types of stuff going on.
We got a lot of
grown.
kids. Well,
I
got
have
a lot
one.
Of kids.
He feels
Yeah,
like a lot of kids, but
yeah.
you definitely got a lot of kids. So
That's
I get it.
easy.
No, not. I wasn't saying it like that. I
You
just
snuck it. You snuck it. You snuck it.
let me take a sip of some wine and calm myself down.
Look, you talked about the biggest misconception of you. Let's get back to that. And wanting people to know the real you. Or how is your relationship and friendships with women? Are you a girl's girl?
I'm definitely a girl's girl. And I love like womanhood, friendships, like solid friendships. I think we're in a day and age where people's trust is at all-time low because people do a lot of shady stuff. And for me, I keep my friends really close. Most of the friends I've had them 25, 15, 16, like long time.
Yeah.
Like, because I value my friends and my friendships. Like, I roll with the circle of people that I know I can trust, they trust me, and I just like things to feel good. And I don't like drama, girl drama, but I am a girl's girl. I would say I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
I want all girls to win. Like, I love seeing women win. When I'm online, I see I'm like, I love that for them. You know what I mean? Genuinely.
You know what? I call cap on some of that.
Why?
Not you.
I'm like, I know you lying.
No, not cap on you.
Oh.
But I think a lot of women empowerment just be for the post.
There are some people like that, I'm sure.
I don't think that like women ride for not all women. There's some women that's out here that are frauds because
there are.
When women succeed, it's like, yo, like, yeah, girl, go win, and then the support don't be there.
That's real. I think there are women like that.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like dudes beef and you know they beef.
Oh, there's no it's black
Women
and white.
beef, you would never know, but you'll know by if they support them or not.
Because they'll stand beside them when it makes sense, but then when it comes down to the support, you're like, so you're not gonna show up, you're not gonna do this for me, you're not gonna post that for me, bet. But that's like, and then behind the scenes, you're not presenting opportunity. That's competition, silent competition. So I think sometimes women are in silent competition. I don't play that. I'm like, if this looks suit and fit for you, I'd love to see you do that. You know what I mean? And I think there are a lot of women out there that talk that good talk and say women empowerment all day, and then they don't back it up. Or they wait till it's convenient. I've seen it.
You had a slogan called "No Mean Girls Allowed."
Yes.
Where did that come from?
The idea of women not supporting women, actually. And so every time I dance, people have something to say. I don't know why. They think I can't dance, and that's fine. I like to dance.
What type of dance we talk? We talk about TikTok dance? Or
Any
we talking
dance.
about Magic City dance?
Well, any of it.
Okay.
I've never posted myself at Magic City on a pole, so I think it's not that.
Or like boots on the ground dance?
All of it. Like any style of dancing. Anything I do I could do a
Sierra.
shoulder. Any of it. They got something to say.
Oh,
So-
Harlem Shake.
Yeah, any of it. Shoulder move, whatever. I feel like people just always have something to say, but then that brought me to No Mean Girls Allowed, because I'm like, women can be the most critical. Oh, go sit down, don't do this, don't do that. And I'm like, you know what? We need to create an environment where people can just come in and be themselves.
Yeah.
So like, No Mean Girls Allowed came from just the idea of me saying, I just want supportive women who love other women and uplift women. Like wherever you're at in your life. I just feel like it's important.
So, as we talk about family and being in the public eye for all your life, feels like, what's the perks of being a Simmons?
I would say just like, I have a dope family, you know what I mean? And their knowledge and their love, their support, it's definitely quite a legacy I come from. And just looking at even what my dad, my uncle has done and my uncles have done, it's like, I'm in awe of where we come from and what we've created. Like my dad really did his thing when it comes to history. When you look at it, you're like, none of the hip hop would really be here without what my dad did. And it's beautiful, honestly.
So, when was the last time, for public knowledge, that everybody was around and you kind of felt like, yo, like, not like it doesn't have to be a family reunion. It could be a holiday. It could be a time where it's just like, yo, everybody, the whole gang is here.
So it's like Thanksgiving or like Christmas.
Is it
I didn't get to
annual?
have everyone there, but it's not annual. We need to do annual. So if y'all listen to this, we should do annual. But it's more like when we can do it. So like everyone's freaking all over the place with their own families, because my sister has her family, my brother has his. So it's like, can everyone come together? And when we do, like I think the last time a lot of us, it might have been around Thanksgiving, was a good time. And then Christmas, I went home and I was with my dad and stuff, which is, it's like the best.
Yeah.
Went to my mom's house, like
What do y'all do?
chill, talk, laugh, eat,
Yeah.
hang out.
Like, it's so many
my dad will
questions.
take me to the supermarket. It's fun.
No, that's a New York thing. Like, you gotta tell me
No,
what the
that's
supermarket.
Jersey. That's a Jersey thing.
Tell me what the supermarket is, and I will put it in Southern terms so I can.
He takes me just on a supermarket run to pick up like stuff for the house. It's fun.
Like grocery store.
Yeah.
like
You didn't know
Walmart.
what that was? Like grocery shopping.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, supermarket's not.
We don't label it as supermarket. You see,
Oh, is that really a New York thing?
we go to the grocery store.
It's not the same thing?
No, it's not.
Supermarket. It's like a supermarket, like a grocery store.
A supermarket is like Walmart
No.
or Target.
Oh, all my
Can
life.
I say Target? Are we cool to say Target? I gotta clear it.
Black people really not rocking with Target.
Well, the other spot, the red
Walmart.
one,
Say Walmart or something.
Wally World.
Wildly World's crazy. But I never knew that, so maybe you put me on something new. Supermarket and grocery store.
That's the same thing.
I've been calling it all my life. The same thing.
What you like Costco? That's like a supermarket.
No, I meant like an
Sam's.
actual grocery stores, like going to get like snacks and goodies. And
How long have you been on this vegetarian kick?
I'm practically really vegan, but
sorry.
I've been vegetarian and then vegan almost got to be 18 years plus.
What is the gray area? Are you, because it's either you all the way vegan, like I got.
No, so the gray area is I like pizza,
So you
but
like
I don't
cheese.
like cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting to know me today. I don't like cheese at all. Like, don't put it nowhere near my food. But New York slice.
Is it a taste thing, texture thing, or
it's just
an
too
allergic?
much. Like the cheese, I don't like it.
You're from New York.
But it tastes bad. I like
You got so many cheeses. You got mozzarella, pepper jack,
I won't touch
provolone.
it. It has to be only mozzarella on a New York City slice. That's my style. I need a good brick oven pizza.
Where did this cheese, hate come from?
Okay, you really want to know because there's a good story behind it.
Talk to me. We're trying to get to know the real Angela.
So, when I was younger, my brother and sister went in a refrigerator. I had to be like 5. That's a good age because I keep using it. And they were eating the singles cheese out the packs. I was hungry. I thought I was gonna get a snack. Guess what I did? Went to get the singles cheese. Disgusting. Never again in my life. I tried to eat macaroni and cheese. No thanks. That right there set the precedent for my life.
I'm gonna stop you.
I never ate cheese.
While
again.
you're ahead, we need to change this cheese.
I'm not gonna change my mind.
No, you cannot bring defamation to mac and cheese.
No, I made mac and cheese. My son loves mac and cheese. I actually just tried to make it for him, and I did a good job. He liked it. A whole pan.
But you his mama, though.
But I ain't eating it. Oh, you want to see the picture? You lucky I ain't got my phone. I would show it to you.
But you his mama, though.
No, I had...
Mama, this so good.
I made it. Nah, he wouldn't lie. The way his mouth is...
I get it.
No, but I got pictures. It looks
Okay,
good.
I don't drink. I've never drank hard liquor a day in my life.
Okay.
Would you trust me if I make you a drink? Not to say that you drink. I don't know if you drink or not. We're drinking wine, so.
To be fair, no, I wouldn't trust you. But you should trust my mac and cheese.
But if you don't eat cheese, why should a person trust that your mac and cheese fire?
I didn't say 5. I said it's good. It was my first shot.
Okay.
Let me do it like 20 more times, and I might have the full recipe down. I did follow some Southern thing I found online.
So it wasn't fire.
It was 5.
See,
I'm gonna show you the picture. When I show you the picture,
that's another. When you say good,
I had it,
Southern,
but I had it
it's
crispy at
fire.
the edges and everything. Like I've been around mac and cheese my whole
That
life.
could be very tricky word. Crispy could be burnt.
No, it wasn't burnt. It wasn't burnt. It was like perfect, golden.
What cheese did you use?
A bunch, whatever it said online.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I used what it said.
Because I cook as well too. Did you marinate or did you season the noodles?
I did whatever it said. I could pull up the recipe. I got a food processor.
Let's give it. Hey, Sutton, my boy. You held that one down, boy.
No, I used the food
Yeah.
processor and everything. It was great.
The food, what?
The food processor just like do the thing for the cheese, and when you pour it, you know.
Okay, let me ask you this. And any real mac and cheese person would tell you this. What kind of cheese did you get in regards? Was it already shredded cheese?
Velveeta and shredded.
See, all right.
I did both. I did big chunks. I cut them up.
Yeah.
And then I also used shredded.
Okay.
So it was like whatever the
can
recipe said.
Can I help you out?
Sure, go for it.
Never get shredded cheese for mac and cheese.
I didn't. I used the chunk cheese.
But
But
you
they
just said
said
shredded.
also. They said do both.
No. See, you have to shred it yourself.
I did. Oh, got it.
You see what
I
I'm
wasn't
saying?
trying to do it that. It was extra work that day.
See,
I couldn't do
Sutton,
that.
my boy, listen, brother, my guy, there's better mac and cheese.
Oh, he's had it. Nana makes it. He gets it all the time. That was me
Okay.
being mom because you love it.
Yeah.
I don't want you a box macaroni and cheese, so let me try to make it myself.
Did you ever give Sutton Kraft's mac and cheese?
Nah, we don't have that.
Okay, that's good. Huh?
No.
Because I was watching a Thanksgiving commercial, and I said to myself, if I ever get invited to a place and I see a blue box of Kraft mac and cheese, I will about face and hit the dough.
Well, he didn't have that.
Because that was
so we didn't.
disrespectful to
Does it
even.
not taste good?
We don't.
Okay.
We
got
don't
it.
eat.
Only like real mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like, yeah, we ain't. I got the blues. Like that's the only thing we gonna say from Crafts. But yeah, With the Simmons family being so big and so kind of impactful, if you got into a friendly celebrity family showdown with a, let's call it like a gladiators game,
Fun.
with another polarizing family, the Kardashians, who would win?
We're gonna win.
Mental games, physical games, all the games.
We gotta win.
Got to.
You got to put all your bets on your family. We winning. Gotta huddle in the corner.
Could we give like a matchup? Like, let's do Family Feud. If the Kardashians versus the Simmons goes on Family Feud. Like,
Okay. We're gonna win. We got a lot of people. I know they got a lot of people. We got a lot of people.
nah, y'all got a lot.
We got a good amount.
But like they. Well, if you do the extended family too, when you start talking about Travis Scott, you start
Why you
talking
putting all
about
the extended?
Tiger.
We didn't say with no extended. It was just the.
You start talking
You
about
can't bring in the rest. It's the Kardashians and the
Black
Simmons.
China.
You see again. You got to stick to the.
It's a lot of 'em.
Immediate family.
Oh.
Yeah, I say immediate. Wow, who you think's gonna win? Because you look like you're doubting that the Simmons.
I didn't
win.
doubt.
Oh, okay. I was just
I'll
curious.
never doubt the Simmons. It's a lot of yes.
We start pulling us all together now.
Immediate.
Yeah.
That's brothers, sisters. That's it.
Brothers, sisters, mothers.
And then extend it from the brothers and sisters.
See, when you start going too far. But then I guess the grandkids can come in, right?
So if you bring them grandkids, then you got to go get Stormy. Then you got to go get.
Well, we leave the kids out.
Yeah, like you got to go get everybody, huh?
We still
You got to
going
go
in.
get.
Not you can't remember the kids' names.
Nah, I wasn't gonna get the kids. I didn't know how to.
Nope.
You know what?
Nope.
Thank you.
Flag on the.
Okay. We go. Well, we gotta. That's not funny. We gotta go get everybody. Ex-husbands.
All right. Take my drink. It's hot in here.
Yeah, it is. Okay, say less. All right. Family Feud. You only can bring 4. Who's your 4?
Are you asking me to chop my family down?
I'm asking like that. We gotta
That's
get down to the nitty gritty.
cold-blooded.
You the team captain.
I'll go with who I think would want to do it, not who I don't want. So I think
Great preface.
JoJo would want to come, Vanessa
less.
would want to come, Diggy's gonna come, Rusty's gonna come, or let me see. It's so many. We're gonna go with them Sibs.
Say less.
Miley might want to come though. Miley might want to come. I'm gonna let Miley and Rusty decide who want to go. So it's a 2-for-1. Whoever decides.
With a lot of things that comes with the Simmons name, how do you navigate family tension and public controversies, especially in regards to other family members?
Support my family for one.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes is more important than what's happening in front. Yeah, just by being there and being supportive is important to me. I mean, in the forefront, if anyone asks me a question, just answer it.
But I think you're in a very peculiar situation because a lot of time we know we live in a day and age where everybody has an opinion, rightfully so.
For sure.
And when you start talking about family, now that's where it gets a little tricky.
100%.
Recently, Kamora Lee detached the Simmons name from her name.
Okay.
Do you still acknowledge her as your auntie?
I mean, my cousins are her daughters, and at the end of the day, we're all family. We grew up family. She's known me since I was a little girl.
Right.
I'm always wanting I wish everyone the best, whatever that looks like, you know what I mean? And the large picture of it all, whatever everyone's going through, I only like peace and love. And so I disassociate myself from anything that doesn't look like it's gonna be that. So I don't particularly entertain those type of thoughts, you know what I mean? Like, whatever works, if that's what makes her happy, cool. If I'm out of it.
With just how the display, and I'm not trying to, nudge or push. I'm
for
asking
sure.
just for real reaction because I seen the clips, of your cousin and your uncle, and disturbing. It's like, okay, well, why are we doing that? Like, it's not why are we doing it, it's how did we get here?
Right.
Right. And when you ask that question, of course, like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
For sure.
But from a Simmons, what does that look like inside the family dynamic?
At the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to family, it's family business. And so again, I think if internally things are being supported and done the right way, then that's what matters, not necessarily what's being portrayed in the public or what PR is being pushed out behind it, because what's actually happening on the inside is the real.
There's a rumor that Uncle Russell is in Bali. Like, have we talked?
He loves Bali. Yeah, my uncle loves Bali.
He's like Zen Bali, like the real. Like,
Oh, he's great. Like I went out there, I visited him years ago, before he opened up his wellness resort. He's a wellness resort there.
wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I was watching the video, and the whole time he was doing the video, he had the most perfect crisscross applesauce.
You know how long he's been doing yoga? Like forever.
Yeah.
And it's like he's doing what he loves.
I mean,
over there.
outside of my split, right? I can't.
You can do yoga. You can
I
do
can't.
both?
I can't. I don't know a grown adult
Yeah.
that has played football, right? That can really do
Indian style.
Indian style, like in comfortable.
Oh, he's comfortable. He sits and talks to me like that. If I was sitting there, he could just sit there like that and talk to you. Headstand. He do all of it.
It's like I want to do the downward dog and the handstands.
But it's
and
good
like,
for your, like, as you get older, you know, like we need that.
Yeah.
It's important so that you're flexible. You stay flexible.
You're heavy on wellness.
Yes.
Like, what's your typical workout routine that you go to?
So I mix it up. I mean, like 4 days a week, I'll probably like weight train. So I'll work out with a trainer. Then I'll do Legree, boxing.
What's Legree?
Legree is like a very difficult version of Pilates, but it's not Pilates. It's intense. If you haven't done it, you should do it.
Now, tell me this, because I've experienced this quite a few times, and I want to know your experience. Did you go through postpartum?
I actually thought I did, I didn't realize until I was out of it, right? So I guess after you have a baby, like you're just in like, almost like a fog, like you're just going, right?
Yeah.
So I actually had my son early. So he was due November, I had him in September. And it was like a day I remember driving and I suddenly just felt like something like drop off me, like the weight of like feeling, I don't know, I felt good finally. And I was like, I think I've been going through some sort of postpartum where I'm not as happy as I could be. And I was like, I didn't know because I didn't feel it, because I think while I was in it, I was just in it. You know what I mean? Like I was momming, I was new fiance at the time, like a lot was happening. So like I couldn't even process it.
So help the men that experience that, because what I've witnessed was, dare I say, the lack of communication. It was the lack of acknowledging that something's off. You feel what I'm saying?
That you ignored it, or
that I admit, like I was not observant enough to say like, yo, like you off, but you still gorgeous. Like, how would you counsel a man to really take on their partner or the mother of their children, no matter what the dynamic is, to give them confidence to really do check-ins on them?
it's gonna be the patience after the birth. Like we just gave life to like a whole human. First of all, everything is shrinking back, like including like your organs have been moved. So if you could imagine like how you normally feel, you don't feel, right? So just like to me, like the male has to really be patient, but also do regular check-ins. Like I even remember a time where I was like pumping because I was breastfeeding half milk and half not, right? Yeah. And so I remember sitting there with the pump and I'm like, I started crying. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I realized for me, I had to do direct contact with child because the plastic was making me like feel bad. I don't know, like I felt bad, down, and I didn't know why. The pump just, it wasn't working for me. And I don't know if it had to do with the brain chemistry. Like there are things that men have to really be patient with a woman after a child.
See, that's
and they even say it takes a year or two for a woman to really even get back.
For sure.
So it's a real process. And even though we may show up and look like strong and ready and yeah, we're good, but like we're not, because our hormones are all over the place. They're settling back, then like it's a lot, especially first-time moms.
I always say I could have been better in my past relationships.
Really?
And that's where I could have been better at.
Really?
Because during said times when I was with other women, that I had children with, a different version of Cam was there. Like when I was with Kia, I was at the height of my NFL career.
So you were in your career.
I was career based. I was like, boom. And she would always want to say like, no, I want us to all to move to Charlotte. And I was like, I see how other families move like that. And it's not stable for the children.
Okay, so you wanted stability for
I wanted
kids.
stability for for my family to just be set in one place. You know, Shakira at the time, she was going to a school, and I was like, yo, like, no, I want her to stay there with her friends. And it wasn't just all off of, you know, athlete or athletic, you know, households that I was learning from. My fear projected from military brats.
Oh, yeah.
Where like they moved
Constantly
and I would
moving.
move and I would move again and then I would go here and I would go there. And I didn't want that for my children. So me not really honing in and saying like, no, are you good? And asking this question, not are you good, what can I do?
It's the what can I do, honestly. Because I think when a woman has that reassurance that you're like, is there anything I can do?
Yeah.
How can I make it better?
Yeah.
How do I help you feel better? You know, like that reassurance gives the woman an open lane to communicate. And a lot of times I think it's hard sometimes to communicate with a man if he's not open or receptive to it, because you don't want it to fall on deaf ears.
It's not open, and I don't want to say you're wrong. It's aware. Because you can be open and certain things, it's just like how you just acknowledged. It's not what you say, it's how you say it
It's how.
and the way you say it.
Absolutely.
And let's just give it credit, it's the timeliness of it too.
Super important, the timing.
You know, if you're having what can I do when everything's good, everything's about to go great. If y'all just had an argument and now it's like, all right, what can I do?
Now it feels like you're just throwing it in there.
Yeah. So I'm learning. I'm learning, and I still get counsel from every single woman that I've bared a child with still to this day. But it's so respectful.
Right.
And it takes time. And I've come on this platform time and time again, and a lot of times people may say, oh, he's disrespecting, you know, the mother of his children, and I don't know that. But I've even learned how to kind of dial it back some with my intentions have always been pure. It's just being able to use this as a therapy session too, because I like where we at, you know, talking, because now it gives me the opportunity to realize like, yo, that's changed about me. You know, I'm known to I won't go into my house if I'm not in a good state of mind. Last night, give you a real example. Like, I left the studio at 11 p.m. I was done with work at 8. And my check-ins to myself is, okay, we got to do some wellness. It has to be some type of meditation. It has to be some stretch, some type of, you know, whatever, working out. And that gives me, that kind of shifts the focus to say, okay, I've put work aside. I've made sure that myself is good. So now when I open up that door with our alarm system, front door, the next thing you're gonna hear is some footsteps, daddy! And then the boys, they gonna jump on, and then, you know, it's one of the, I wanna be so present. And all the women have played a part in making that be a priority and being present. And I learned that with time too.
Right.
So to the men that's out there, bro, it's like, bro, just check in so you can really check up not only on yourself, but your significant other.
But how hard is it, like at the peak of your career, like a male, when they're at the peak of their career, to actually be present to the woman they're with, whether they're married, dating? Like, I feel like, how do you do that? And what does that feel like from your perspective?
Bro, that's such a great question. And it was like an alley-oop. Like, during this time, I don't know if you know or not, we're in the midst of free agency for football, right? And I know myself, and I know there's a lot of men that feel like me that's in professional sports or just in sports where you feel like you have to provide. And there's a negotiation time where it's like, you seen Angela sign for 10 mil and you up for your contract, and it's like, bro, I feel like I'm better than Angela. Why they trying to snip me for 6? don't do me like I done gave this franchise everything. Like, how y'all coming at me like this? Those are the pressures that you don't even want to show to your partner.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, they feel like I'm not valued or that I don't have that same value. I gotta get better. I gotta work out. I gotta go to a place where I may alienate my personal side, but it's trying to sharpen my professional side for the greater good of everything else. The hardest part about that, and to answer your question, is a lot of men don't know how to verbalize that. If I could go back, I wish I could really have those conversations and say, you know what? I just need some time. Like, I want you to know where I'm at. I'm locked in. But it may give I'm standing off, but I'm still
I think
here.
that helps so much with a woman to understand.
Yeah.
And you know what else that makes me wonder? A question I've always had is like, I've heard women say like with the athlete, right? You have your career, but then it ends, right? So what is that in between phase like? Like is it a different person that you then are with
It's so
after?
Tough. It's tough because
What's that transition?
Think about it like this, and you can't use music as an example because let's take if your dad wanted to drop an album right now,
Right.
there's a group of people that will partake in that because they are a fan of Run DMC.
Right.
Now, for an athlete, the older you get, the less kind of tread you have on your tire. So it's like you gotta hit when you're supposed to hit. Your peak years as an athlete, they say, is from 21 to like 29.
Wow.
And it may be shrunk in between, like for that.
Right.
So you're coming up on a contract at 32, where you're not getting younger.
Yep.
You may have had an injury or suffered an injury. These are all things that you're dealing with mentally that you don't know how to really compartmentalize to the world.
Interesting.
And the last thing that any man, and every man can agree to this, you never want the people who depend on you the most to see that you're worried.
So being a man, that's a whole different.
It's tough.
Yeah.
So the inability to communicate properly
Yeah.
will now have a woman who was already an overthinker, and I'm not speaking specifics.
That's real.
Who's already, he's cheating. Oh, he got somebody else. Oh, what is he really doing?
But how does a woman support a man in this process?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it, just like you said, it's observing the individual in a way that he feels supported. Once that person has that support, it's like, yo, I feel like I can conquer the world. You know, what I don't appreciate that gets a bad rap sometimes is like, a person may say, man, you got an ego. Your ego too big. Every man will say that's our superpower.
Is your ego.
It's the ego. It's knowing that, no, bro, she with me.
Right.
Like, that's mine.
Period.
And that ego will give you, will hype you up to hype me up. Like, no, it's my job to protect that.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of time, a man had the responsibility to protect, to provide.
Yeah.
Those two P's. And with those type of, understandings, it may not always come across as being the best communicator to do that. So you can go on a side quest that's for the betterment of your family, but if you don't verbalize that properly, or a person is not observant of what you're trying to do, it can create a crevice that could be cancerous.
Yeah.
So as we keep talking, one of the things that I've always admired about the Simmons as a whole, but you was the entrepreneurship. Y'all always had business to be like, okay, no. We're gonna use this platform, like, the pastries, we're gonna have fashion, we're gonna have impact in that type of way.
Right.
Where did that come from, and how important was that, growing up?
I mean, we grew up around it, right? And again, my parents never gave us any pressure to do anything we didn't want to do, but I feel like it just came to us naturally. Like, I liked fashion, my sister liked fashion. So let's do this. This naturally makes sense.
Yeah.
Dad has a sneaker company. We're gonna get this under there. That's the parent company. Like we had the business tools around us to do what we needed to do. And so it came from us. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like anyone was like, y'all need to do it like this. It was like, hey, we have this idea. Okay, let's figure out how we can do this.
Yeah.
And then we went to work.
So even like my son, I don't know if he's still in here. He's not, but.
How old is he?
He's 20. He just turned 20 February 18th.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
But for my children to see this and say, with a person who has a lot, and not financially, has a lot of resources.
Right.
We've heard this word in the last year or two, nepotism, right? How does a child who comes from a successful lineage or bloodline, how do they really maximize and not using the parent for their inheritance, but more of their ability to open up doors?
Yeah. I mean, it's the resources. It's the network. That's the more important part. And if they're into it, it's like, how do I make this make sense for me? Like, I was down to intern. I'm like, where can I intern? So I would go ask my uncle, my dad, okay, you could go sit in the office. Or you could shadow your aunt, Kimora. You could be with her for 5 days and you watch, okay, I see how you're doing this, your approvals for the fashion thing. Then you go over here. Like, so it's about the resources that come with it more than anything. Not even just the capital, like because that's something that I do. I go out, do my own thing. It's not like it was a hand me down, here's $10 million, go do your thing. It's like, no, here's the resources, go figure it out.
Yeah. So even going back to the pastries, I remember vividly, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys had a collab, what was it, with ice creams?
No, it was its own company. We were with another company that people don't know, and then we did our own shoes under Run Athletics, and then that's how.
So in this day and age, and I hear so much with, e-commerce and TikTok shop and things like that. If you could start a business today in fashion, obviously, you have a great deal of business prowess. What would you kind of focus on with making the most bang for your buck in a short time frame?
A short time frame? What's the time frame? Like actual time?
Let's say you want a return on your investment in 18 to 24 months.
Now, fashion is tricky and so is shoes. You have to know which one to get in at and who is your consumer, like who's your customer.
So let's change it. If you had, I'll give you $1 million.
Okay.
You could not make any type of self-purchases, but you could invest it. You could start a business or whatever. What business or what investment would you?
Oh, in my cake company. But is it fashion? Because if it's not
It's anything.
Oh, my Angela's Cakes. You invest in my company. You want to invest in my company? Instead of $1 million?
We're vegetarian together.
Yeah. Well,
And we all
they're
like
pancakes.
sweets.
They're pancakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone can eat the pancakes.
But how did that even come about?
It started with an idea in Atlanta. I was sitting with Pinky at the time, and we sat there and we talked about business ideas. She had Slutty Vegan, and we talked about it. And then I sat down with my partner, Kalila, and we birthed the child. We had Angela's Cakes.
Yeah.
And we came up with all the ideas, the concept, built it from beginning to end. Company's about like 1.5 years old, and yeah, we're growing.
What's the not the aha, but like, okay, we doing this moment in the business of, the pancake company?
Well, we really started off with funnel cake, and we have grown into a mix that does more than just funnel cake, but pancakes is the thing. It's a breakfast item. I love breakfast. I'm a breakfast person.
I'm a brunch guy myself.
Yeah, it's like you could eat a pancake with anything.
Yeah.
So it was that. It was the idea of it being Angela's Cakes, eat Angela's Cakes, and that's where it came from.
Now, with partnering with Pinky, being a very bold individual with her establishment, Slutty Vegan, and I don't know if anybody's has ever been a Slutty Vegan. They flat out call you, well, what's up, slut? What's up? It's like, whoa.
She's a marketing genius.
For real.
Yeah.
Now, did that go into the case with this, like Angela's Cakes, because it could be
My Cakes.
Eat My Cakes.
Yeah, it is Eat My Cakes. That's the website, Eat My Cakes. Eat Angela's Cakes. Yeah. It's Eat Angela's Cakes.
Gotcha.
What? Yeah, so I would say the aha moment for Angela's Cakes was it's funnel cake, but then we realized when we kept trying different recipes that it actually is pancakes and all these other things as we experimented with the mix.
Yeah.
And so the aha moment was, this is really pancakes. But funnel cake is seasonal, and I like carnivals. You know, when you go to Carnival, you get your little funnel
So you
cake.
like playing all these games, huh?
You tried, that was you had to get something in?
Nah, it was this.
Yeah.
It was bad.
You like playing games, huh?
I don't.
Okay.
I kid.
Yeah, okay. But no, Angela's Cakes came from that, so.
Yeah. So you partner with Pinky, and I don't know, well, everybody's heard, the recent news. Does the news of her recent challenges concern you at all, or is it part of taking risk in business?
It's part of taking risk in business. I think everybody's risks aren't so public, and she's in the public spotlight right now, and people are digging, and it's out there.
Have you spoke with her?
I haven't spoke with her recently, no.
But I would just like to give Pinky her flowers.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
Pinky Cole had not just the food game in the chokehold. I'll put it like this, and I say this with all due respect with our people of Black people. We're not used to having a large gathering if it doesn't have to do with entertainment or fashion. Mm-hmm. When you see her testimony of what she built from scratch with Slutty Vegan and those lines that
crazy
would be long and just to get in, and she would have to kind of shut it off. You only can order one burger or two burgers. That's it per order. And to see what she's created to, like when I heard the news, and she's doing a great job with leaning into it and really educating.
Yeah, she is educating
people about what it's not Title IX, it's Chapter 11, bankruptcy is, and really putting people on, because whether you want to believe it or not, a lot of business-minded individuals do that more than not, and it does not mean that you're broke if you file for bankruptcy. The President of the United States have also filed bankruptcy, and he's the President of the United States.
These things are just not public. That's why I'm saying, like, they're highlighting that, but she's a hustler, and she's done extremely well in her space, and from one hustler to another, I respect what she does, and I see her, and she's been carrying that business on her back for a long time.
What I want to ask is, in just businessship, of doing business, what challenges have you faced, if any, in business with trying to create certain things as a woman, a Black woman in this space?
I would say in general, like something would be like you get support in the beginning, but where's the continual support in general in business, right? Like behind the scenes, you have family and friends that support it, but publicly, I think once people see things, like, do they further support it? You know what I mean? Those would be the only things. I mean, like, as far as like challenges with the business, it's just about the longevity of it and having the right support around it.
Do you and your sister ever think about reviving the pastries for the millennials?
That's like a question I always get. That is a number one question.
Yeah.
We've talked about it. We have. It's just all on when and how. We'll definitely
give us some.
What y'all want?
We need to know.
You got to do it.
Like, you got to understand what the Simmons family meant to the culture. Like, y'all are still the it thing, but it's like like I was saying, like I was telling, the Gen Zers in the office. It's like, but no, bro. Like,
I appreciate that. I do.
No, it's not. I want you to understand.
We appreciate the flowers because there's flowers. Thank you.
Yeah, like you guys. Not a lot of times was Black families being depicted from reality TV.
That's real.
Not just families, but Black people.
Yeah.
Because when you talk about reality TV and Black people, the first thing a person may say is no shade, no disrespect, but like a flavor of love.
Yeah, they start thinking of all.
You start to think of, love and hip hop.
Well, they're thinking about the things that got all of the hits because of the things that happened on the show, where we came in and it was like an honest family dynamic of what's really happening and brothers, sisters, like it was a real thing.
Now, how much of reality TV is reality versus storylines?
I think reality TV are often, well, then we filmed a lot different than what it is now, but a lot of times reality TV is like scripted real moments.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
But so you said it's different. What was different?
I mean, then we didn't have interviews. We were like, it was innocent. I just feel like it was a lot more innocent. Like Run's house was so innocent. Like it was real. It was like my dad being my dad, my sister and I's dynamic, me and my brothers. Like it was just innocent.
Yeah.
Whatever happened behind those cameras once it came on was what happened.
But even being a main character, how many people at one time was in you guys' house?
Oh, we had a lot of people. We had like 4 or 5 cameras in the kitchen, and yeah, we were used to it though. Like I think it just became the norm.
Yeah.
I graduated on camera. Like literally, my high school graduation, my first car's on there. My dad surprised me with my first car.
Yeah.
It was like real moments.
As we kind of shift gears, still on family, what's the best part about being Sutton's mother?
Oh, just watching him grow is like, he keeps me on my toes, I will say that, because he's just like so smart, and it's an honor to be his mom. Like I just like watching him grow is like, it's interesting. He keeps me just like locked in and engaged, and it's fun, it's funny. It's a lot, but it's like, it's rewarding because like after everything's said and done today and you get on the phone with him, it's nice, it's innocent. It's like the innocence parts of him are like, it's cute.
How old is he now?
9.
Nina.
He's about to be 10, so we're in the mid-age where I need godfather and sons and...
Now peep this though. I remember when Jazz was pregnant, her main concern, we had this conversation, and it was like a wow. Like I didn't think that a woman could think this, but she was like, yo, I really have a concern if I have a son.
Really?
Because I asked her, she was like, I don't want him to be soft. And she knows her words, and she would say, she was like, I know how I love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even with our relationship, her thing was, and I'm vulnerable now, she was like, I know how I love you, and I don't want you to think that I'm taking away from you by loving on our children and even the bonus children. And it was like one of those things like, no, babe, we good, you know what I'm saying? But it's for her, she sees the dynamic of my mother and her mother, and my mother never had daughters. So my sisters that I claim as sisters are my cousins, and we just grew up so close. We grew up close, but I never had like the emotions of like PMSing or like when you get your first period. My parents never had that in our household.
Right.
But it's like, as a woman, it's easier from a man to have that conversation with a woman, but when it's time to be a man, she says that I can't raise no man. And I would not want me or my love to pamper a soft boy. Did you have that?
So lots of conversations with my son around just like what I need him to do as a young man, especially without a father present in the house.
Yeah.
I'm really big on, this is what a young man will do, this is character, what you should do, but I can only tell him, I can't show him. And so for me, I'm big on, okay, I need all brothers, grandfathers, his godfather, Charles. I'm like, I need all y'all to step up. Because now he's about to be 10, and I know by next year he's gonna be taller than me because he's a big boy already. And it's like, now's the time to really like hone in and like help him create who this little man's gonna be, because he's already a little man, but it's like the transformation, I see it happening. You know,
In
even
real
like,
time.
like a couple days ago, he's like, I was like, did you do your push-ups? Because now he's doing push-ups. And he told me he's gonna use the weights that he's seen on the balcony that are mine. I'm like, what? I'm like, you did it this morning? No, I do that at nighttime. I'm like, bruh, I'm like, do you wanna see muscles? Like, what's happening? You know, but it's a real life transformation, but it's also like the presence of his grandfather being there, or people being present that he can now see himself in. Because I always ask stuff like that, like, who do you see yourself in? And that's what scared me, is he didn't have anyone he's seen himself in, right? Because if you don't have a dad coming in and out the house, where do you see yourself? Is it on the iPad? Because that's a problem for me. So who do you real time see yourself in? And that's where I'm trying to like structure a life where he can say, okay, that makes sense for me. This makes sense for me. You got to see it. Like I seen people growing up when I was younger, and I was looking at women. I'm like, I like her. She's interesting. Or I like this person. So then you start modeling yourself after that.
For sure.
And so I think deep. So I'm like, who's he gonna model himself after if he's not looking at dad?
Yeah.
And so I constantly like think of these things. So I want to put him in a position where he's able to pull different things he likes from different people. Okay, my Uncle Charles, I like this, I like that. But I'm like, who, like what else? You know?
I was gonna ask, like, who have been the men to kind of step up and be like,
My father, my stepfather,
Yeah.
Uncle Charles, which is his godfather, his his mother, my son's father's mother, her husband is his grandfather, so he's been very present. Bill, like, so he finds himself, I think, in all these different places. But I think he's in an interesting space. Like that 9 to 10 is like a quick change. So
it's
that's
real
why,
emotions.
and so that's why I'm like, you gotta lock in. I'm like on him now.
Yeah.
I'm putting him in every sport. He prefers golf, but I'm like, you're gonna do everything. He loves golf.
Yeah.
He sends me videos. Look, I'm practicing my swing. But I'm like, you're gonna play football, you're gonna play basketball, and I'm like, you don't. He's like, I don't want to. I'm like, you don't have to want to be that.
Yeah.
I just need you to get to work. You gotta work.
You know the funniest thing about being a parent, and you kind of, hinted toward it, is seeing evolution in real time.
Yeah.
And my son Chosen, he's 10. He just turned 10 on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
And to see like now we have play dates. Like it's not like play dates where the parents need to have chaperones. Like our play dates now look like they drop them off. Either they spend a night or they drop them off for a long, substantial
Yeah.
amount of time. And I see my boys just like, they take their shirt off, they wear their tank tops, and then they just like, they wrestle, and they just trying to
switch,
show
huh?
like, I'm like, boy, go put your shirt back on, man. You're like, all right, cool. Like, why everybody huddled up in the kitchen?
What y'all got going on?
Like, they are really changing to like my daughter, she's 8, and her friends come over, and it's like, everybody it's like a lot of King Cobra standing up. Everybody trying to show their patterns and stuff. And it's like, man, boy, if y'all don't go somewhere and sit
Go
down.
sit there.
And to see that, though, like I've obviously been around him his whole life. I seen him when he didn't even look twice at a girl. It's like, whatever. Who is that? Yeah, whatever. Like, he'll throw a ball at her as if she a dude. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, they're throwing it soft. Like, yeah. No, I'll go get that for you, baby. Nah, I'm like, boy, y'all dudes. Now, this has been a common thing, but are you ever concerned of becoming my son is my king type of mother?
I don't really act like that. Like my son is my son, my king. Like first Jesus Christ, and then husband.
Yeah.
And then there's my son is like that's my boy. That's my son. So like I don't know about my king. That sounds like.
But you know what I'm talking about, though. Like, there's mothers
explain.
that's
Like worship the ground their son work
it's like,
walk
this
on.
is my man.
I don't treat my son like that.
Okay.
I do whatever he needs, but I'm not about to like that. No.
Like, there's certain mother-son dynamics that's like,
Yeah, that's not me. I wouldn't do that.
like, yeah, what y'all? It's not.
I know what you're talking about because I've encountered people in life
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, okay, you're very protective over your son to the
Very.
point where you're like, got it. Like, no, it shouldn't feel like that.
For sure. Now, typically when we think of single mother as just not having a present father, but obviously your situation with your the father of your son, he's no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
How do you manage your version of single mother?
It's day to day. You know what I mean? I think that a process like that, you don't sign up for it. You don't know. And so when you're in it, you're literally in it moment to moment. And like grief and dealing with your son who's now becoming a man, like we're at the age, the young man part, it's like the more questions come in. He's been asking questions, but I feel like now he's like, Mom, did my dad like that? And I'm like, he did actually. And it's so funny because my son is so similar to his dad. His dad like doing so many things and he does it all. The cooking, the cars. Like he's interested in all of the categories I've seen his dad interested in. But it's a day-to-day thing. It really is. Like you have to go and tailor it based on how your child is. And for me, like my son is like, he's very interested. He's interested and curious. Yeah. But it's something you have to manage. It's a lot.
And before I go into the next, couple of questions, I just want to preface it with, I use this platform not just for my curiosity, but for the viewership or the consumers that watch this that can relate. When I think of Angela Simmons, there's a certain similarity that I think about of Vanessa Bryant. I think about, I was about to say Nunu, Lauren London.
Yeah.
Like, it's tough, man.
Whoa.
Like,
no, it's you can't put it in words, because first of all, when you're just even my son has my son's father's name, and then as they grow up and they look more and more like them, and they're so similar to them without the parent even being present, and you're looking like you just would have had a ball with your son. You know what I mean? It hurts. It definitely hurts.
Yeah. But is there like what would you give to the mothers or even the fathers that lose a person that they need? And I always look at life as, it's not the why that you ask God. It's like, okay, God, how can I come from this?
Oh, yeah.
Is as you're, trying to make the most of the hand that you were dealt, what would you say to the people who have lost significant others along the way, that when we all did our kindergarten or first grade kind of master plan of like what you want, I want a family with kids or white picket fence. That's not how it always goes.
Yeah.
What would you say to the people for encouragement of feeling those type of emotions?
I think the most important part is like having whatever village you do have, you have to bring them close to you. You cannot do it alone. And if you are alone, it's like, just find at least one person you can confide in that can help you. Because it's not easy. It's not easy dealing, first of all, managing your own emotions and then the child's emotions and what they want. And when I say what they want, it's like, I've had my son say like, well, why can't he just come back? I miss my dad. Or he wanted to know more about his dad because he was only 2 when it happened. So he's 9 now, and now, like I said, this is like the real critical time in his life, and I'm like,
he's so like, I can hear it. Like, he's curious.
So curious, and just spirituality, having a strong, solid spiritual prayer life, having family and friends that truly love you. It's important, right? Like, because you can have people that you may hire to help, and it's not the same like having like genuine like family around. Right. So for me, family has been my anchor when it comes to raising him. Like, because it's sad because like, who do you share stuff with when you're proud of your kid? Because normally it's the parent. Yeah,
so, or the other opposing. Yeah, the other.
Whatever, like, and that feeling, you're like, that's a void that never gets filled, right? Even if you're in another loving marriage relationship, it's like, but you don't feel how his father would have felt if you seen him do this. Yeah. It's a crazy feeling.
Like, that's my boy moment.
Yeah, like you like, but you get to feel that, but then that other part is not fully there. Yeah.
With going through that, how long did it take you to move on?
So I didn't necessarily move on at the time. My son's father and I weren't together, but I'd still grief always, and I think that's a thing. And I think whoever you're partners with, it has to understand the grief of like dealing with someone who's passed, right? I think that's an interesting space for the other person to take on too, because we're always processing that too. We may be in the relationship and we're forward and we're here, but we still are dealing with the grief of the parent not being there. But I feel like I don't say I already was not with him, so it wasn't like moving on. It was more like just now what, how, and what do we do? Yeah. And what's the best way to do this?
And you may have said it, but you do get support from his side of the family.
So much.
Yeah.
They're very present, and it's beautiful to see his relationship with his mother, like Sutton's mother, his dad's father, and how close my son is to it's so beautiful to watch. They
so
talk
his grandmother.
Yeah, his grandmother. But he has multiple grandmothers. So I always get caught up because it's like a bunch of them. It's grandma, it's Gigi, it's all so many. Yeah. Because it's my mom and all everybody else.
One of the things that we go through are like being public figures and dating and living.
Yeah.
And just doing certain things that's like everybody's under the watchful eyes. You've been so, hip to ever since the beginning, feels like. But how do you navigate public scrutiny about your love life while still protecting your personal kind of niches of who you truly are?
I think it's just protection on what you share and what you don't share. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily put a lot on the scrutiny and the criticism. It's like, you're going to have your opinion. And then the rest of it is like, if I'm dating someone and we're locked in, we're locked in. It doesn't really matter about like the public to me.
Has there ever been something that got you like, okay, that's too much?
I mean, online?
Yeah, that you have seen, observed, or has been like, okay, like y'all going a little too far with this.
I mean, anything that's went too viral that was negative about me was probably too far, because I'm like, I know me and I know how I am, so I never mean bad or harm. Like, I don't ever mean to do anything that would intentionally hurt anyone or start any negative anything. So when there's anything public that's negative like that, to me, it's too far. It's too much.
Like for me, people always say, like, yo, Cam got a lot of kids. I could never. But I don't think a lot of people, and it's by design, I don't think a lot of people understand my dynamic with my children. I take pride in being a father. Like, that's one of my, as a person who some would say has achieved a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very present in my children's life.
That's amazing.
Like, so much so that it's like, dog, I have almost like parent guilt sometimes, like being away, and then you realize it's like, bro, I'm supposed to be at the crib, or
You're missing out on
I'm
things.
missing out on certain stuff because I care. I genuinely care, especially knowing like they're at an age where they ask their mom, like, where was daddy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. It's like when the mother doesn't show up for any specific reason, from work or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah, my son's on me.
it's like where you was at?
Where was you at?
You know, where were you? and those things really matter to me. It's like, don't tell me how many kids I got. Tell me how present and how I show up for my kids. And in large part, I don't show that. I don't want to show that. It's not important for me to show, okay, we're going on a daddy-daughter date. We're going on a boys kind of outing.
You don't have to show that, right?
Yeah, it's those are intimate moments where you still get judged, like, oh, you just out here just having kids, huh? You ain't done. But to say that you're bulletproof to those emotions, it's not true. But it does hit a moment where it's like, man, I just wish, I don't want to stoop to the level to show like, man, look at me, because that's going to be corny.
For sure.
It's those things that just happen natural. Now, as we move forward, are you dating now?
Open to date, taking dates. Yeah.
What does that even
But
look
I'm
like?
single. So, but I'm open. It means like, if it makes sense, I'll take a date. That's what it means.
How would one go about saying, what's up?
There's DM, there's text, there's
You reply to what?
flowers. There's tons of ways to find me.
Now, I want to preface this question.
Take your time. Like they say in church, take your time.
Take your time, baby. Let him use you.
Let him use you.
Let him use you. When is it a little alarming for you to receive a gift? Is it ever too soon to receive a gift?
Absolutely not. You should come with a gift. Why not?
Really?
That's how you court. Yes, show up with a gift.
Okay, what's a respectable first date gift?
I mean, there's tons of designers. There's thoughtful things. There's plane tickets. There's just so many
Plane
ways.
tickets, like you get flew out?
It'll be we, because I'll come with a team. But, there's just ways.
We done been talking for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I'm hearing so many ad-libs from behind. Yes.
I'm just telling you.
We literally had this conversation off camera, and they was like, Cam, with your little cheap behind, just because you ain't spending it, that don't mean somebody else.
I mean, yeah, the right man If people
Don't man it.
I'm just saying that
Don't man it.
men have to date within their caliber. Like if it, you gotta, if it makes sense, then that's where you meet the girl at. That's where you meet the woman at.
But I've heard this too. Don't set me up with the expectation that you can't keep up.
You need to keep it up. That's the thing.
That's what she said.
I'm just saying you need to keep it up. There is no reason not to receive random gifts, random thoughtful things from
But does it
your
go
man.
both ways though?
I mean, it should start with
That's a mean. That's a
that-
real mean.
Because it shouldn't start with the expectation of the woman courting. I'm not courting you. You need to court me. So if you do all the things come back. But you shouldn't be doing it for that reason.
Okay.
You should be doing it because you want the woman.
So give us an example. We don't need to know the who.
Sure.
But what would a gift typically look like in your tenure of dating? It's like
10 years. Once we in,
tenure of
Oh,
dating. Like if a person, like the first date, out of all the first dates that you've ever had, from diners to all. Let me stop.
Okay.
It's getting a little.
Out of hand? Okay. We can wheel it back in.
What have you received?
Lots of different things.
What was the coolest one that really was like? No,
It to me, lots of roses. I like roses. You could start real sweet. But then there's
roses are sweet.
yeah, often.
Women have this, oh, you should have. And depending on the tone, it's like, oh, bless your heart.
They said you shouldn't have.
No, but it's like,
I wouldn't say that. You should have. There's no, you shouldn't have. It's like, yeah, you should have.
Okay.
If you're trying to keep the
gift
girl.
did you receive that was like,
Out the gates.
oh, you did a big one on that one.
I just think continual flowers until you see me. If you just start talking to me and you want to find an address, I can find an address for you. Might not be mine, but I'll give you an address. I need to see effort. Cause then I give a lot. So I don't want to just give a lot and.
Okay, to the brothers that's out there, what does that actually mean? Cause
Just be thoughtful. If I tell you my favorite this or my favorite that, or if I just happen to be talking to you, I'm like, oh, I'm at the store and just say I see something random. Oh, why I sell boots? Let's just say something random. And you knew I wanted that and you can do it. Why not? Why not? If I'm already doing it for myself, why not? And even if you meet a girl that's not doing it for herself, why not upgrade her? Why not?
Could you upgrade a man?
You could.
No, not you.
Yeah.
But you, Angela Simmons, could you upgrade a man?
Yeah, I come with a lot, so absolutely. If you have me, you're automatically upgraded.
That was too hard.
I'm just saying.
Now that was an ad lib that I was like, okay, I can appreciate that. Now, this was a good find, given our discussion. Your brother JoJo said on his podcast that you're attracted to street dudes.
Oh, Lord, this came up before. Just give me one. Go ahead, finish.
Would you say that's true or not true?
I'm attracted to real. And so if the person is real, that's what it is. It's not even about just necessarily a street dude. Obviously, are we gonna talk on street dudes? They're smart. I've met some good people. I don't go based off of I want a street dude, that's what I'm looking for. I go by character, type of person it is. There's so many other things that play into the equation. So would I say I'm just attracted to a type? Protector and provider. A solid dude, a stand-up dude, a loyal dude. That's what I like.
First glance, first kind of approach. What's the first thing you notice with a guy?
Their mannerisms, how they carry themselves. Because it's not always just how they look. It's like an aura. If you step in a room and it's oh, that's a man. Opening doors, it's an energy. I'm attracted to that.
For the men that will watch this show, what are no-nos?
Dishonesty. I just don't like it. Don't lie to me. You want to lie to me? It's stupid. Because I'd rather just have a conversation with you. If you have something you need to hide, I don't like that. Because if I'm putting everything on the table, you put everything on the table, and we're all being honest here, or if you feel like you want to do something that ain't right, like let me know. Put me in. Don't let me be on the other side.
But can you handle it? You can't. Can you?
I can handle the conversation and then let me figure out what I want to do with my time. Like, don't play with me. So, like, when it comes to stuff like that, I don't play about that. And I won't play with you. So if we both are on the same page and it's like, okay, cool. Like, at any time, you could always talk to me. Will I like it? It don't matter. It's just more about the honesty, because the honesty wins me over before anything else.
Yeah.
Like, I respect it.
Say less. Now, from the beginning, your ex publicly said he had a crush on you and declared it to the world. Dope song, by the way. After that relationship, do you ever think that the crush should have just remained the crush?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's good. It's fine. What more are you looking for?
Now?
It didn't need to remain the crush. Like, I had a great relationship. Have a great
What did
relationship.
that relationship teach you?
That I'd be a great wife.
Is that saying that other parties would not be a great husband?
No, I never said that.
Moving right along. I see that stare. Let me get my bearings together.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Bearings. Drink my wine again.
Now, hold on now. Because when did you know it was over?
With what?
Just the feeling. Because we all have relationships that you know, like, okay, no, that's the straw. And then, yeah.
No, I just think, I mean, if you're in a relationship long term, and I was in a long-term relationship for a very long time, at some point, if it came to an end, it was just because I feel like maybe he just wasn't ready and then we're not in the same space. But my relationship was great. Love him down, love his family, respect him. So it's just maybe he wasn't ready.
Did y'all stay together?
We stayed together? What do you mean?
Were you and him staying together?
We were locked in, for sure.
So y'all met family. He met Sutton.
Family. We are family. That's what I would consider family.
That's cool. Could you double spin the block?
I can do what God wants me to do.
I like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't answer definite, indefinite questions. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I like where you at. And I'm not trying to, reach, but it's one of those things like, I talk to a lot of people and I enjoy
I do see that. It's
conversation.
dope, though. Yeah.
And it's like, I've, had my fair share of women that say, no, I'll never go back. But that response was new.
Was it?
No, it was new. But it was mature.
I'm honest.
As well too.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things like, yo, cool. Now, you said on Angie Martinez's podcast that men might have this fantasy of who you truly are. Can you explain that?
That's real. I feel like men follow me or have followed me, and they're like, ooh, if that was mine, she do. And then you get me and I might do that, and it ain't do. So what I'm saying is, like, I feel like they envision me how they might want me, and then when they get me, I might be a little spicier. Maybe you thought I was a little less spicy. I'm just saying, you don't know until you try. But a lot of times men may look at me and think I'm going to be a certain way, and I'm not. I'm me. I can only be me.
Yeah. Are you comfortable in this version of yourself with dating?
Beyond comfortable.
Have you given yourself that time frame where you would want to have somebody?
I could sit down. I could sit down with a man.
This is new for me. Like, I'm definitely taking some of this. Like, the lingo is up to par.
I'm just saying, I can sit
talk.
down. It's cool.
Do you think you are a sex symbol?
If they think I am. I mean, I feel like I don't try to be a sex symbol. I like wearing swimsuits. I love my body. So, if people take that as that, then it is what it is. I don't label myself a sex symbol.
Let me ask it in this manner. Out of 10 guys, I'm giving like a hypothetical.
Parameter, okay.
Right. Do you think you're intimidating?
I've been told that, but not to everyone. I think when you're a man, you're not intimidated by me. Like, I'm not intimidating. I feel like I'm just like, I have standards. When you have standards, sometimes you intimidate people.
Do you have preferences?
Of course.
Which are?
Depends.
On?
What subject?
Man.
Of course. Like, I want a great man. But I mean, like, when it comes to being in a relationship, there are preferences and subjects in each thing on how I want it.
So let's cut through all the words.
Where are you going?
What's the preference that you have for the guy that you want to sit down with?
I want him to be like that. I'm not going to use that term. A great man, right? Which we all know. Everyone says that. But when it comes to a man,
what does that mean, though? For you?
Look, I need like a really strong, driven, smart, like intelligent family man, like a great man, like a man that has himself together, that is like growing and like interested in my world. I'm interested in his world. Like, it's like an energy. It's a thing. It's like when you get around your person, you know it's your person because y'all just go together. Like, it flows.
Could you date younger than you?
I'm open at this point.
What's the oldest you would date?
I'm open at this point.
Girl, I like where you at.
I'm just saying, like,
I like where you at.
I'm not against anything. I think that sometimes we put like limits on ourselves, and I'm not in a phase where I feel like I need to limit what it is. Like,
do you want more children?
I'm on the fence. I can have more kids. I have one son, but it depends on timing. Like, for me, like, I feel like I'm in like a 2-year span, maybe, of wanting more kids. If not, like, I'm fine. I have a brilliant son, and I'm willing to have more if the right man shows up.
Now, could you date a man who has children?
Yeah, I could. I love kids.
Do you? How many kids?
I don't necessarily put a limit on it. It's just about how is everything at home? Are we good with baby mamas? Are we good with, like, I always like to know what's happening. Like, that's important. I need a healthy environment for kids, for my child, for kids to come. Those things are important.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, we always talk about preferences on said individuals. What version of yourself are you still working on to become better at?
Always my patience. I mean, I think my son made me more patient, but that has always been a thing. I'm like, when I want something, I want it now, yesterday, today, like right now. So I'm continually working on my patience.
Yeah.
And I'm becoming better in that area, I feel.
You've had a long friendship with Bow Wow, all right? How do you maintain those long-term bonds in the industry?
I don't consider it an industry bond. You know what I mean? Like, I think it goes much deeper when you experience a person behind the scenes more than in front of the scenes. Like, Bow, I consider him family, someone that I have a lot of respect for, love, like cool, good people.
Y'all ever dated?
Yeah, we dated. I mean, that was public. Yeah.
But how did you separate? Okay, could you double back with Bow Wow?
I don't think that that's where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think me and him have a great relationship. I think that has been something publicly that people have talked about for a long time as well, but we haven't actually been together in like a while, like date, like be together. But I respect him. I think he's dope. He's cool. His family, his mom, like, he's been a great person.
I want to know, and if I want to know, people want to know, did your friendship with Romeo cause friction between you and Bow Wow?
Publicly, I guess, right? I feel like it was more like on TV and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I just think those two things, like, in my world, like, how I met Romeo and when I was around Bow, it was just different timing. Like,
What's the biggest misconception of that dynamic that
people blew
get
it
wrong?
up to be more than what it was, in my opinion.
Which
like,
was what?
I feel like those two have respect for each other. We all come from like great backgrounds. We just all happen to be in the same industry and world. And it just got blown out of proportion publicly. I don't participate in drama.
Now, there's been things that we both can say that I wish that I could have unposted. Now, for you, you've posted a lot of fun viral moments, like Oreo bath and the gun purse on the red carpet. Do you embrace?
I didn't post that. That was on the carpet.
But you knew it was going to get posted.
I did not.
You're Angela Simmons, for Christ's sake.
I did not.
Let's not be delusional.
I'm telling you, it was a purse.
Yeah, but you're
And so I
Angela
did not
Simmons.
think that I was going to do that because I didn't mean anything by it. I was told by the paparazzi, whoever's on the other side of the cameras, to hold that up. I did not think nothing about it, actually. I just thought it was a cool bag.
It was a cool bag.
So that's all I thought.
But if you were to
of it.
take that bag in TSA in this climate,
It's a purse. I don't condone violence.
you ever shot a gun?
Of course, you have to have lessons. That's important.
Do you embrace chaos, or is something that you post and say like, I shouldn't?
I post what I want to. Like when it comes to my social platform, I go, this is how I feel. Boop. I look at it as a diary. I don't look at it as anything else. I look at it as a place that I like to post things that I like or like I want to share with other people.
Who keeps it real in your circle? I mean, you mentioned multiple individuals that you confide in, but who is the person that you can always make you laugh and understand?
Y'all won't know their name, but Kalila, Katrina, Q, there are a couple people, if I call them right now, they're going to call my bluff. That one sitting over there, she's right there.
Kalila! Now, is there somebody on the fishing rod, like, in her life right now?
You mean dead ones?
Yeah.
The lane is wide open.
Wide open.
Wide open!
Now, Kalila.
Man, step up.
Now, Kalila, you introduce yourself as her business partner,
Yes.
right? As a person that knows Angela extremely well.
Woo, here's me 24/7.
Who would you want her to be with in regards to the description of a man?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Good, he got you.
I think somebody that definitely is comfortable in his own skin with what he has going on.
Yeah.
Is gonna be super supportive of what she wants to do and not try to control her, not try to control her. No, sorry.
Yeah.
But basically let her be her, honestly, and support her. It's not that you can't have an opinion just like her friends do, but I want to see her be fully supported, and I feel like she's had good relationships and she has had some support, but I feel like to the level of what I'm thinking, I don't know that has happened. I want somebody who's going to be a man and that's going to step up for her son, and that doesn't just look at her and say, wow, she's pretty, she's funny, she's Angela Simmons, and like, we'll see where this goes, and really come with true intention and understand that she is a real package deal. And I know we hear that about single moms all the time.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of times guys will approach her and they want to be in a deeper connection with her. And not to say that they don't consider her son, but I don't think they fully consider what that all really means. So I think that's the good thing. Yeah.
That's
And,
good.
I mean, obviously, you have to have the financial means. Yes.
I heard financial a lot.
She comes with her own, but I think that somebody needs to meet her, not just where she's at, but above her.
Or where she going to?
Where she's going to. Yeah.
So my last question is this. You knew you was coming on Funky Friday.
I sure did.
What you thought was going, like, what was going through your brain? Like, girl, what you and Kalila were talking about over there? Like,
That
girl,
we was gonna have fun and that you might bring up that date that you did. Clocked it.
It's your word versus mine. I did not do that. I don't remember that. Your Honor.
I mean, that would be an outlandish story to make up.
Yeah, but
I'm not a storyteller like that. I tell the truth.
Women lie, men lie.
I didn't make that up. You did that.
That don't sound like
You
me.
said you had an out-of-body experience. You weren't there, to be fair.
Okay. But I was in my right mind, though. Like, how can I merge my relationship to be better for women?
You?
Yes.
What are you doing that you feel like you're not doing it now?
I think my intentions are not always translated the way I want it to be. There's this big, like, I kind of deem it as a big misconception that I have a misogynistic approach, that I'm a sexist. And those are all like, dang, dog, that ain't me. Like, I got daughters, bro. Like, I'm teen woman for real. Like, but when you go viral, you don't get to choose what people post.
That's true.
And yeah, it's me saying it, but I didn't mean it that way. You feel me? So, and I'm pretty sure you've seen, it's like a lot of times, like a lot of people be like, yo, I went viral for this. And it's like, no, I don't want to say that I went viral for that because I know the harm that I created.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's about communicating how you actually feel and people actually seeing you. I mean, like you said, that was a couple seconds of a clip and maybe you were having a conversation, but it's really important to just like really, first of all, understand what you're saying and mean what you're saying. And if you don't mean it in that way, just to find another way to say it maybe. And as women, we just wear so many hats and we're strong, we're sensitive, we have so many different sides and it's just so important to meet us where we're at as well. And to highlight the best parts of us as well is so important. Like we go through so much as women. You know what I mean? Like as mothers, we carry that child all the way through until they're really, and really forever, but until they're out the house. And then like mothers deserve all the credit because of like what we go through to really like be there for that kid. Like it's so many layers, but I would just say, make sure your communication is just fully there when it comes to a woman and handling her as such. She's this beautiful glass, and if you drop it, it breaks. So it's just like knowing what you're dealing with, something so beautiful and fragile at the same time.
Yeah, I'm working on that for sure because I need y'all.
You could do it. Y'all. You could do it. We're rooting for you, Cam.
I came from y'all.
Come on, we're rooting for you.
Anything else?
Nah, we didn't. We had a good conversation.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was therapeutic.
I kept it real. And you kept it real. I like that. Wine? My wine's gone. You might need to tap it off.
You want some more?
I finished it.
As we end things here at Funky Friday, when I say all together, we're going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to say one love.
Let's do it.
When I say all together, we're going to say what?
One love.
Now listen, it's going to look similar to this. We're going to go to my camera with one finger. We're going to go to your camera with one pinky. We're going to go to our camera with one thumb. And when I say all together, we're going to say what?
One love.
One hand out. One finger.
Is that the wrong finger? Yeah. You said a pinky.
I did.
Is it wrong?
No. You're not wrong.
Oh.
I just need to work with you. Okay. I'm going to meet you where you at.
Okay, so where am I at?
Yeah. One hand out, one finger, one pinky.
Oh, this.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
You want to do it? Okay.
We can do it again.
I'm going to meet you where you at.
All right.
Take your time.
I'm with you.
Let him use you.
Let him use you.
Amen.
All right.
One hand out, one finger, one pinky, one thumb. All together, one love. Ladies and gentlemen, Angela Simmons. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
For sure.
Thank you.